Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to be about Shopify collections. Now, I wanted to create this video, and I went back and forth on how I wanted to do this video. At first, I wanted to do a how-to collections video, which I may still do, where I was going to go over step by step how you can create collections within your Shopify store, like a visual tutorial type of video. Again, I still may do that. Let me know down below if you're interested in that. But then I said, you know what, let me also bring to the table why collections are beneficial and how you can actually use collections to benefit you. And if you don't have a Shopify store, this video can still benefit you. Hopefully, I hope you get something from it, because collections are just a grouping of products that you can create. So they're like bundles, you know, bundling different products or services. And if you don't have Shopify, you can still create different bundles within your store. Now, it may not be under collections, and it may not be this in the same format as Shopify has it, but you can do something like having a certain product and then including in your description and along with your picture what products are included. So if I wanted to do a spring bundle, and let's say that I was an e-commerce store that sold clothes and shoes, like I'm a boutique, I may do something like summer bundle, where I include sandals, a belt, some shorts, and a top. And so I will have a picture of what comes included. I will have the price, and then I'll have different color options that you can choose from and different sizes at the bottom. And that would be a bundle. So it's pretty much the same. Like I said, you don't have to only have Shopify in order to create different collections or bundles on your account for your clients and customers, but I am going to go over some beneficial reasons why you may want to do this. So I'm going to be looking down at my notes. I don't want to leave anything out. If you're interested, be sure to give this video the big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed. Also, if you want to support me on my second channel, please do that. My second channel is Brittney's Place. The link is down below. I would greatly appreciate it. So the first thing that I want to go over is it's easier for browsing. When you are an e-commerce store, one of your biggest focal points should be how easy it is to navigate your store. How easy is it for different customers, potential customers, to go to your site and be able to browse around to see what they're interested in and purchase. Think about your e-commerce store as a physical location, right? So if you go into a store and everything's just thrown around, there's no specific like signs or no real like grouping of different items. You go in, it may be very challenging for you to find what you're looking for. And not just that, but it also may be very tedious for you to go through and browse through everything they have. Some people like doing that, right? But a lot of people are on a time schedule. A lot of people want to get in and get out. And if you're online, you know, you have a disadvantage, I would say, because there are so many pop-ups and so many, it's easier to just go over and toggle to another company that's offering what you're offering, or put in a Google search, you know, let's use the boutique as an example again, boutiques near me, online boutiques or whatever. And so many boutiques are going to pop up. So people aren't going to have to walk out of your e-commerce store, get in the car, put gas in the car and drive to the next location. They're literally all they have to do is just click a couple clicks and maybe some typing, and they can arrive at someone else's e-commerce store. So you want to make sure that your store is very easy to navigate, because people don't have to spend the time trying to figure out your store. And once they get to your store, making it easy for them to see what it is they wanted to purchase and be able to seamlessly check out is going to increase your sales more. You may be surprised how many people I've done consultations with and mentoring with that have said, hey, I have a high abandoned cart rate. And when we reach out to the abandoned cart potential customers, they say that one of the reasons they didn't complete the purchase, is because they didn't see everything they were needing to see. Like, they didn't either see where they could check out at, it wasn't really a smooth and easy process, or they didn't see everything that they were needing to see at that moment. So let's say someone's selling hair extensions, right? I sell hair extensions. So that example would look something like, I wanted to go to, her website and purchase 3 bundles of Brazilian body wave and a closure to match. And let's say that they saw the lengths and bundles that they wanted, but they didn't see where my closures were at. And I have my closures in another section on the website that wasn't under, where all of my products are, or maybe it's at the very bottom, in a part of my products that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's in the services portion of my online store instead of where the hair extensions are. It's very important where you're grouping your products. It's very important how you have your website laid out. You can have a website that aesthetically looks better than another website, but doesn't get as much traffic nor as much sales because the navigation isn't necessarily the best, right? So people will tend to purchase where it's easier versus where it looks better. Now, I'm not saying to ignore how the aesthetic looks. I'm just saying put it in perspective and realize that the navigation ability on your website, that ranking is very important. So if you have grouping, like different bundles and collections on your website, that is going to make the browsing features more seamless for those that are coming looking for the products that you have in that collection, okay? The next thing that I want to point out is larger sales. So if you're offering bundles or if you're doing the collections through Shopify where you're at, you're having multiple products available for purchase with, under one product name or under one collection or under one bundle, that's going to yield a higher sales number, right? Because if someone is purchasing the bundles and that's all they were going to purchase on my website, but let's say that they went to the website, they were going to purchase bundles, but they saw a collection of that I had with bundles, closures, and also a bonnet. Okay, maybe they weren't thinking of purchasing that before, but now that they see them together, they're like, hey, I can use these. I can go ahead and, I can use another closure. I can use a bonnet. And so they're purchasing that, and it's higher. It's priced higher because you get more in that collection or more in that bundle than the standalone hair that they were going to purchase. So you can get larger sales by doing that. Sometimes you have to paint the picture for your customers and clients. You have to be descriptive. That's a part of selling, letting them know exactly what they can get, first understanding what they want and then being able to paint a picture that's going to overly satisfy them. Give them different options. Hey, you based on what you told me, you're looking to get deep wave extensions for your birthday party next week. Tell me what style you're looking to have. And once you go back and forth and you realize, okay, this is what they're looking for. We actually have frontals that would really hype this look up. Instead of getting 3 bundles, I recommend getting 4 in this length based on the look that you're going for. Instead of, not getting one of our bonnets, or let's say we're offering edge control or oils. Tell me what your plan is to keep the extensions lively on your trip. How do you plan on refreshing the natural curls, and how do you plan on styling your edges if you're not getting a frontal? So just different things like that, and being able to offer certain bundles or offer certain collections is going to increase your sales and also going to give you a better relationship with your customers and clients because you're listening to what they want and you're able to paint that picture and offer what it is your expertise can offer based on what it is they want. So a lot of people will continue to come back, and that's another way to increase your repeat purchase rate. Because number one, you're listening to them. Number two, you're offering things based on what it is they want. And number three, you're not leaving anything on the table. You're making sure that you give them options. And with options and being able to tailor your pitch depending on what each customer specifically wants, it's going to increase your chances of making more money and selling more per customer. Okay, the next thing is it's a faster way to move inventory. So one of the things that a lot of people complain about when they are selling hair extensions is that they have a lot of inventory that they weren't able to move as fast as they want to move it. And that's not just specific to hair. That's pretty much every industry. I'm just referring to hair because I consult a lot of hair businesses. But this is another way to get your inventory gone faster. When people are saying that they have a lot of inventory, one thing that I like to ask or challenge them to do is I don't like the word upsell, but try to make sure that you're completely, fulfillment selling. Is that a better term? Like you're fulfilling the entire conversation and the request without just saying, okay, you want 3 bundles, that's it. Now, you're going to have people that go to your e-commerce store and they're not going to have any correspondence with you. They're going to purchase and be done, right? Like the only correspondence you're going to have is if they reach out for a tracking number, or if they reach out for a review, or to give you a picture of them to put on your website or on your social media page. But you do have to be intentional about those people that reach out, via chat, or the people that reach out via email. There's also ways that you can see who's on your website, how many people you have on your website at that time. So making sure that if there's a lot of people on your website, that you're by your chat, or that you have the chat app on your phone and you're paying attention so that you can be there to answer their questions and to guide them. So this is going to increase your chances if someone calls in or if someone emails. Take advantage of every interaction that you have with your potential customers and clients. Ask those discovery questions that we talk about in a lot of videos so that you can have the opportunity to pair more to the order based on what they need. You don't want to just be that car salesman type of entrepreneur where you're offering everything to everybody, because people will be turned off by that. They'll be like, all she wants to do is get my money. I just wanted this and now she's calling about this. But if they tell you this is what they're looking for, and as the expert, you recommend what it is that can get them what they're looking for, even if it's more bundles, then that is going to be a benefit. Okay, so you just have to be able to rationalize why it's beneficial for them to get more hair. Instead of saying, okay, well, you want 3 bundles, you get 3 bundles. Ask those additional questions. If you're doing on-hand orders, ask the questions before you go and drop off the hair. Make sure that this is going to be sufficient for them. By doing that, you may have someone that says, I was just thinking that too. Yeah, go ahead and throw another bundle in. I've done that before, where someone was set on ordering a certain texture and quantity of bundles. And I was like, hey, based on what you're looking to do, where you're going tonight and how you want your hair to look, I would get another bundle, to be honest. You wanted a lot fuller than what these 3 bundles are going to do. And so she said, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. And she went ahead and ordered another bundle. So be cautious, be very intentional, not cautious, but be very intentional about how you communicate with your customers and clients. You may have to get outside of your shell. Okay, so you may have to put your nervousness in your pocket. No, I'm saying that because that's what I had to do. Sometimes I had to put my nervous feelings in my pocket, not ignore them. They're still there, but I had to work through the nervousness. I still had to speak up and let people know what I can offer and what I recommend them getting. And in return, people started coming back to me and trusting me because they're like, hey, I know Brittney is going to make sure that I'm good. It wasn't that I was just selling just to get my inventory off, but it was that I'm selling because this is what they wanted. This is what they, said that they looked that they were going for. And it also helps my business as well. So be a solutions-based entrepreneur. Okay. Also, the next thing that I wanted to mention is use the collections, or if you have another e-commerce site, bundle products together to increase interest. When people see bundles or like bundle deals on websites, that attracts a lot of people that are looking for deals and sales and to save money. Who's not looking for that, right? So when you group certain things together and you have bundles on your website, use that as a selling point. Put that in your email mailing list, that you have certain spring bundles or summer bundles or Christmas bundles or whatever type of holiday is around that season. Create some bundles or collections through Shopify that you can promote, and people are going to gravitate toward that just based on the wording that you use. So use that as your selling point. And the last thing that I want to touch on, this kind of ties in with using it as your selling point, is create different bundles or different collections for whatever holiday is coming up. So if it's Mother's Day coming up, that's the next holiday that's coming up currently, then create Mother's Day collections or Mother's Day bundles. Okay. And you can be creative with how you do that, but that's going to attract attention for people that are looking for Mother's Day sales. It's also going to trigger the algorithm so that when people type in Mother's Day bundles or sales, you have a higher chance of popping up. Your website and your products do. So be very intentional about and calculated about how you phrase what it is you're offering, how you group things together, and that's going to help increase your orders as well. Okay, so I really hope that this video helped. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.